Hey everyone, Outdoorsy Gal here. So, do you guys have a hobby? Well, this happens to be one of mine. I love freshwater aquariums with all kinds of different fish. I tend to try to keep tetras, which is that guy that just went by. I have two of them. I have one neon in this tank. This is a 10-gallon tank. And I also have 5 of these guys. They're African dwarf frogs, ADFs. If you're familiar with this hobby, you know who ADFs are. They're very fun little froggies. They do have lungs, so they go up for air, but they cannot be out of water. If they were out of water for 15 minutes, it'd probably be dried up and dead. There's a neon back there, which I only have one. And then I do have another fish. Let's see if I can get him in here. He's another tetra, but he is a black silver tetra, and he actually has a little bit of blue stripes in him that actually glow. It's kind of cool. He was kind of a gift from the gift shop, because when they were catching the fish, when they were trying to catch the loaches that I have, and I have 2 loaches. Loaches look kind of like a worm crossed with a small little eel type of fish. They're not very long, and they like to hide in there. We probably won't be seeing them. They also like to hide under there as well. Let's see if I can get him up there. But my African dwarf frogs, there's 5 of them in here, and they love it in this tank. So I moved them in here yesterday, and it took me all day yesterday to switch these tanks out. But I wanted my betta fish to be in my bigger tank, my 15-gallon straight up tank. Betta fish need a little bit more room. These guys do not, and they like shallower tanks. Some people say I probably should have put them in maybe a longer one, but they're going to be fine in here. They all like to huddle together most of the time anyway, especially at night. I do have their feeding dish down there, which I put their food in with a straw, so I can make sure they get all their food and they can eat all their food. I also have 3 snails in here. Nitrate snails. They help keep the tank clean. You gonna say hi, Froggy? You gonna say hi? Huh? They do feel vibration from your voice. Their scent is very, very strong. Thank goodness, because they're blind pretty much. And that's why they're kind of clumsy. And you don't want to put anything sharp in your tank. The plants are fine. The plastic plants are fine because those aren't sharp. But never nothing too sharp, because they go up to the top and come back down really fast, and they can hurt themselves. This is a female. The females are a little bit more chunkier, and the males are thinner, as in real life, mainly, as God intended. But yes. So yeah, this is my hobby. So I'll show you my other tank. Here we go. So this is my 15-gallon tank. I've had this tank for quite a while, since 2022. And all these other fish were in here, but there was no betta at the time. So I have had bettas in the past, but I needed a bigger tank for the betta, and so I got the 10-gallon. But yesterday, after all day of preparing to do this and then getting it done, took me forever, but I cleaned this completely out to its emptiness. Scrubbed it, cleaned it, and said, okay, Betta, you're gonna go from that tank to this tank. And it's working out great. I love it. And plus it's easier to keep clean now. So I do have some real plants in here. There's a couple back there. But we'll see how they do without the nitrate stuff that's supposed to be on the bottom. All I can have on the bottom right now is the pebbles. And some rocks, of course. I don't want to deal with the nitrate mess anymore. That stuff is so thick, and I just don't like it. This I can take a little tiny like a turkey baster, and I can suck up all the food that's left. If there's too much, I can keep this way cleaner. This tank also carries 2 Cory catfish. There's the male, and then there's the female, and she's so big. This tank only has the 2 Cory catfish. My betta fish. You want to say hi, Albie? Albie, you want to say hi? What are you doing? What are you doing, Albie? Albie, you gonna be camera shy? Are ya? He's a good fish. Bettas, I love interacting with them because they are so friendly. They just come up to your voice. They'll follow your finger on the glass. They'll even play with little balls. So sometimes I'll put a little fishing bobber in there and make sure it's nothing that can get hurt on from that, a small one. And he will bounce it around. That's his favorite place. Those are 4 betta fish, and also my African dwarf frogs. They love that as well, so they can get to the top and get air and rest. Sometimes my African dwarf frogs will be all on the top up there and in their tank, and they will be resting up there. It's kind of crazy. I do have 2 loaches in here as well, which we won't see because they are inside that little cubby hole there, which I created with seashells and some rocks. The seashells are real seashells. Those have a little bit of the calcium seashells that are in there to help balance the water. I've never had problems with my water. It's always clear. Hardly any algae, plus I clean my tanks often. So yeah. But yeah, betta fish are about 20 bucks. They last about, I don't know, 3 to 5 years, depending on their health. He was kind of ill when I got him, so he was probably ready to kick the bucket because I leave him in those little tiny containers. But I went ahead and rescued him, and they give you 14 days. If they pass away within that 14-day period, you get your money back and get another one. But when he passes, I'll just get another betta. Say hi there. Not Albie. Yeah, his name is Albie because he's albino, so Albie for short. But those who just love freshwater tanks, this is a good video for you. Anybody else out there who likes freshwater tanks and little African dwarf frogs? I happen to love them. Let's go say bye to these guys. Say bye, guys. You want to say bye? You want to say bye? Huh? Yeah? What about you guys? What about you guys? I only feed my fish, that includes the ADFs, every other day. I do not feed my fish every day. That's just way too much fish. They are not going to live as long unless they're a different kind of fish. But with tetras, loaches, African dwarf frogs, bettas, they can go every other day, and that will help them stay healthy and not get bloated. African dwarf frogs are known for getting bloated. So a lot of people say, well, that one looks bloated, but no. She's very active. She's just wide. If she was real bloated, her stomach would be hanging down like she had an egg inside of there. Like she'd be pregnant. But yeah. So anyway. See, there's the other betta leaves I stuck in here for them too to get up on, because they love to get up there and rest close to the water. Well, I hope y'all enjoyed this little video of me showing you my little hobby here that I have and I've had for many years. And yeah, my little froggies, and then my little betta fish who I love. Yeah, I'm hoping he lives a long time. I really do. He's really sweet. And he's very friendly. Aren't you very friendly? Huh, look at you. Look at you. You're so cute. Yes, you are. What are you doing, Albie? Are you gonna pose for the camera? Are ya? Okay, I'm gonna let y'all go now. Y'all probably think I'm crazy talking to my fish. This lady needs to get a life. Just something I love amongst so many other things. Alright guys, you take care. God bless.